What's up, family? Um, it's cold out here. I'm getting ready to head down the hill, take care of some stuff. But before I do, I want to make this video. A couple things first. I'm asked, why am I always rubbing my hands? I'm always doing like this. It's, I have dry hands, and so I use this lotion that my cousin Shauna makes. It's all natural um, products, and it works great for my skin. So that's when you see me rubbing my hands. That's the reason why I'm rubbing the lotion in my hands. Um, Second thing, I was talking to a sister of mine this morning, Brandy Beavers, and we're talking about a video that I made the other day about worrying the silent killer, and it got my wheel spinning to make this follow up to that. Um, what was it that I did to stop worrying? Um, and it's interesting because the great majority of us don't realize how sick or toxic we are, how messed up we are, until we go to a doctor. And the doctor tells us, hey, man, you know what? If you don't stop smoking the cigarettes, you're going to kill yourself. Hey, if you don't stop drinking alcohol, you're going to kill yourself. Hey, if you don't lose some weight, you're going to kill yourself. Hey, if you don't stop eating this food, this fried food or bacon or pork or whatever, you're going to kill yourself. And then when we hear all of that, it's like, crap, I got to change my life. And it's not even up for debate. It's like, boom, the great majority of us, we're like, man, I'm on it. And we change because we have to. And the same thing applies to us emotionally. Um, when it comes to our emotional well-being, we have to go through a process of eliminating all the negative, all the toxic stuff that we've carried and kept dormant within us for years, decades. And so, a couple things that I did. I started writing a journal, a gratitude journal. In the morning, I write 4 things down that I was grateful for. At nighttime, I started out writing 4 things that I was grateful for, and then it evolved into me writing everything down that I was grateful for that transpired throughout the day. And that did so many things because it started my day off on a positive note. This is what I'm grateful for. It ended my night on a positive note. This is what transpired. This is what I experienced that I'm grateful for. So starting my day, good vibes, good energy, on the right path, you know, grateful. Ending my day, same way, okay? And so what that began to do, it began to change the way I saw life. It began to change my perspective. I grew up in very toxic situations. And so my perspective on life was all bad. And I didn't realize how ingrained that was within my DNA. And so I had to completely uproot all of that stuff and tear all of that stuff down. But I also had to put something in its place. And being grateful and writing these things down was all the stuff that I was beginning to put in the place of all that negativity and toxicity that I had been carrying for so many years emotionally. And so, and the other thing I would start doing was like, hey, you know what? I would say a mantra to myself that I made up for myself is I am successful in everything that I do because I manifest truth and love in every aspect of my life. And say again, I am successful in everything that I do because I manifest truth and love in every aspect of my life. And when I first started saying it, I felt like a liar because I really didn't believe that at my core. And what I had to realize was that just keep saying it. Just keep saying it. Just keep saying it. And what I realized is my ego struggled with that because we are successful. We do manifest love and truth in our heart and in our gut. But the problem is our ego, our mind, don't always manifest those things, don't always express those things. And so our mind, our ego is always in conflict with our heart. Our mind, our ego is always in conflict with our spiritual being until we learn to bring our mind under control. And our mind always wants to play the victim. Our mind always wants to talk about the negativity and the toxicity and what ifs, the bad stuff, you know, and the doubt and the self-hate and all the other stupid stuff that we dwell on. that destroys us from within. And so once I learned that, it's like, man, that's why I'm in conflict, because I got to bring my mind under control and get my mind in alignment with my heart and with my spiritual being. And once I did that, it's like, dang, you know what? I came to the realization, and I started believing in every aspect of my life and with every fiber of my being that everything is always working out for me. And that went completely against how I used to believe, because I used to believe I was cursed and it was always all bad. No matter what, it was always going, the wheels was always going to fall off. It's good for right now, but the wheels are going to fall off eventually. And that's what I believed. Now I had to change that with all the gratitude that I was, grateful stuff that I was doing, and the gratitude that I was writing and expressing. And then the mantra of I am successful in everything that I'm doing. And that completely changed. And I started believing, it's like, no, everything is always working out for my good. It is. My ego didn't want to accept that, because, again, my ego was in conflict with my spiritual being and my heart. And once I brought that my ego under control, it's like, dang, you know what? Everything does happen for a reason. Everything is always working out for my best interests. And once I came to that realization, I didn't have to worry about not worrying anymore. I didn't have to think about how not to be negative anymore. Those things just went away on their own. When you focus on how do I get rid of worrying, when you focus on how do I get rid of being negative, all you do is manifest and create more worrying. All you do is create more negativity. Switch that. What am I grateful for? I am successful in everything that I do. Hey, everything is always working out for me. And so by focusing on those things, you'll realize that all the negative stuff fall away on its own, because the two can't stay together. But you have to change your way of thinking. You have to change your way of processing stuff. My hope and prayer for you is that you discover that you are worthy of peace of mind, that you are worthy of love, that you are worthy of living your life to your best potential. And you can't do that if you're bogged down in stress and worrying. Get in alignment with your heart. Get in alignment with your spiritual being, and you will never go wrong. You'll never go wrong trusting your spiritual being and trusting your heart, because they are true. They are love. I love you guys. Peace.